Have you ever wondered if your cat actually knows how much you love them? In this video, I'll show you 10 proven ways to express your love in a way your cat truly understands. Number 1. The cat kiss. Cats have perfected the art of subtle affection. They aren't as obvious as dogs, who wag their tails wildly or smother you with licks, but that doesn't mean they love you any less. In fact, their expressions of love are just a bit more refined, wrapped in mystery and elegance. And one of their sweetest, yet often misunderstood, gestures is the slow blink. At first glance, it might seem like your cat is simply feeling drowsy, lazily staring at you as their eyelids droop. But what's really happening is far more heartwarming. That soft, deliberate blink is actually their way of saying, "I trust you. I feel safe with you. You're my favorite human." It's a rare and meaningful sign of affection, one that shows just how much they care about you. Felines are naturally cautious creatures, hardwired to be alert in their surroundings. In the wild, keeping their eyes open at all times is a survival instinct. So, when a cat allows themselves to blink slowly in your presence, they're making themselves vulnerable, a sign that they feel completely secure with you. This is why these sleepy-looking eye closures are often called kitty kisses. Unlike a real kiss, there's no physical contact, no purring or rubbing against you. Just a quiet, unspoken connection that speaks volumes. The most amazing part? You can actually communicate back in their language. The next time your cat locks eyes with you, resist the urge to stare intensely. That might come across as a challenge in cat world. Instead, soften your gaze and slowly close your eyes, then open them again in a relaxed, deliberate motion. If your cat returns the blink, congratulations. You've just had a real conversation in feline language. This mutual exchange is a beautiful way to strengthen your bond and reassure your cat that they are loved. Even the most independent cats appreciate these gentle interactions. Some may even start initiating slow blinks more often once they realize you understand their secret code. And if you're lucky, it might even lead to extra cuddles, headbutts, or a content purr of approval. So, the next time your kitty gives you that slow, sleepy blink, don't just assume they're ready for a nap. They're actually saying something much deeper. "You mean the world to me, and the best thing you can do?" Blink right back and let them know you feel the same way. Number 2. Playtime bonding. You've probably heard the saying, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." But if there were a cat version, it would go something like this. No play makes your cat very, very mad. Okay, maybe not mad, but definitely restless, bored, and in desperate need of some excitement. Cats may spend a huge part of their day lounging around, but beneath that calm exterior lies the heart of a fierce hunter, even if the closest they've come to the wild is pouncing on your socks. Playtime isn't just a fun pastime for your feline friend. It's a fundamental part of who they are. No matter how pampered or fluffy they may be, every cat is hardwired to stalk, chase, and pounce just like their wild ancestors. Whether they're leaping onto imaginary prey, batting at a toy mouse, or ambushing your unsuspecting toes, play is their way of keeping their instincts sharp and their energy levels balanced. Without it, they can become bored, frustrated, and even develop behavioral issues like scratching furniture or excessive meowing. While some cats are perfectly content entertaining themselves, playtime becomes a whole new experience when you join in. To your cat, you're not just their human. You're their hunting partner, their playmate, their best friend. And when you take the time to engage in their favorite games, you're not just providing entertainment. You're building a stronger, deeper bond of trust, love, and companionship. Interactive play sessions mimic the thrill of the hunt, satisfying their natural instincts while keeping them active and healthy. Whether it's chasing a feather wand, batting at a rolling ball, or diving into a game of hide and seek, your participation makes all the difference. The more you engage with them, the more they associate you with fun, excitement, and positive energy. Cats may have a reputation for being independent, but don't be fooled. They crave interaction, especially from the people they love. Regular playtime helps reduce stress, prevent boredom, and even curb destructive behaviors. It also provides much-needed exercise, which is essential for maintaining a healthy weight and keeping their reflexes sharp. Plus, nothing beats the sight of a cat in full hunting mode, wiggling their little but before launching into an epic pounce. So, The next time your cat drops a toy at your feet or gives you that mischievous look, don't ignore the invitation. Pick up the toy, start the chase, and watch as your cat pounces, plays, and purrs with joy. Not only will you be keeping them entertained, but you'll also be reinforcing the most important thing of all, that they are loved, valued, and endlessly adored. Number 3. Needing love. They may be fierce hunters, masters of stealth, and expert loungers, but did you know your cat also has a secret talent? That's right. When they're not busy stalking imaginary prey or finding the sunniest spot in the house for a nap, they're moonlighting as professional bakers. Okay, maybe not in the traditional sense, but their signature move, kneading, certainly looks like they're working on a fresh batch of biscuits. Kneading, the rhythmic pressing of their paws into soft surfaces, is a behavior that starts in kittenhood. When nursing from their mother, kittens instinctively need to help stimulate milk flow. But even as they grow up and leave their kitten days behind, the habit sticks. It becomes more than just a memory of comfort. It turns into a deeply ingrained part of their behavior, bringing them a sense of security and relaxation. And the best part? When your cat chooses to knead on you, it's not just about finding a cozy spot. It's a sign of love and trust. But there's more to this biscuit-making business than just nostalgia. Cats are naturally territorial creatures, and their paws contain scent glands that release pheromones. So when they knead into your lap, your blanket, or even your favorite hoodie, they're doing more than just fluffing up their dough. They're marking their territory. In their eyes, you belong to them. And there's no greater compliment than being claimed by your feline friend. Kneading is also a way for cats to express pure contentment and affection. Some will purr loudly as they press their little paws, completely lost in the moment. Others may even get so relaxed that they start drooling. Yes, drooling. It's their version of bliss, a reminder of their kittenhood, and a way of telling you, I feel safe. I feel happy. I love you. So the next time your cat hops onto your lap and starts their biscuit-making routine, embrace it, even if it means a few little claw pricks along the way. By letting them knead, you're not just giving them comfort. You're returning their affection in the best way possible. After all, in the secret world of feline communication, being chosen as their personal bakery counter is one of the highest honors of all. Number 4. Routine and trust. If you had to do the same thing every day, wake up at the same time, eat the same meals, follow the same schedule, you'd probably get bored pretty fast. After all, humans thrive on variety, spontaneity, and the thrill of new experiences. But for your cat, routine isn't just preferred, it's essential. Cats are creatures of habit, and nothing makes them feel safer than knowing exactly what's coming next. A predictable daily schedule reassures them that their world is stable, their needs will be met, and there's nothing to worry about. Unlike us, who might associate routine with work and responsibilities, cats see it as comfort and security. When they know when they'll be fed, when it's time to play, or when you'll be home, it removes unnecessary stress from their lives. The more consistent you are, the more relaxed and happy they'll be. Beyond just meals and bedtime, cats pay incredible attention to your habits. They notice what time you wake up, when you settle in for the evening, and even when you take breaks throughout the day. Over time, they start aligning their schedule with yours, not just because they rely on you for food, but because they genuinely enjoy being part of your life. If they know you always sit on the couch after dinner, don't be surprised if they curl up next to you right on cue. And if they're feeling particularly affectionate, they may even greet you at the door when you get home, eager to welcome you back to their perfectly structured world. This love for predictability also explains why sudden changes, like moving furniture, changing your work hours, or even switching up their meal times, can throw them off. While you might not think much of a small schedule adjustment, your cat sees it as a disruption to their carefully balanced life. The more you stick to a consistent routine, the more comfortable and trusting they'll become, strengthening your bond and making your home feel like a safe haven. So, while your cat may never understand why you enjoy surprises or last-minute plans, one thing is for sure, to them, predictability isn't boring, it's love. Number 5. Grooming affection. Cats take self-care to a whole new level. A happy, healthy feline will spend up to half their day grooming, meticulously licking and smoothing their fur to keep it pristine. To us, it might seem a bit obsessive, but for cats, Grooming isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Their dedication to cleanliness helps regulate body temperature, remove dirt and loose fur, and even distribute natural oils that keep their coat sleek and shiny. But there's another, more heartwarming reason behind all this licking. It's one of the ways they show love. If you've ever noticed your cat gently licking your hand, fingers, or even your face while you pet them, congratulations. You've just been accepted into their inner circle. Grooming isn't just about hygiene. It's a bonding ritual. In the wild, cats in the same family group groom each other as a sign of trust and affection, a behavior known as allogrooming. And since your cat sees you as part of their family, even if you're a much larger, slightly less graceful version of a cat, they extend that same love to you. That little lick isn't just a random action. It's their way of saying, I care about you. You belong with me. Since grooming is such an important part of their social structure, one of the best ways to return the favor is by brushing their fur. Regular grooming sessions don't just keep their coat healthy and reduce shedding. They also strengthen your bond. As you gently brush through their fur, you're mimicking the same comforting touch they would get from another cat, reassuring them that they're safe and loved. Plus, brushing helps reduce hairballs, prevents matting, and gives you a chance to check for any hidden skin issues, bumps, or signs of discomfort. Some cats may take a little time to warm up to being brushed, especially if they weren't introduced to it as kittens, but with patience, it can become one of their favorite activities. Soft strokes, slow movements, and plenty of positive reinforcement will help turn grooming into a relaxing and affectionate experience for both of you. So, the next time your cat gives you a few affectionate licks, take it as the highest compliment. And if you want to return the love in a language they truly understand, pick up a brush, spend some time grooming them, and let them know just how much they mean to you. Number 6. Food is love. Not every cat is the type to go wild at the sound of a food bag rustling. While some will do acrobatics for a treat, others may be more motivated by playtime, affection, or cozy naps. But one thing is universal: a good meal is always appreciated. No matter how independent or finicky your feline is, food plays a huge role in their happiness, health, and bond with you. It's easy to assume that as long as a cat's bowl is full, they'll be content. But just like us, cats have preferences when it comes to taste, texture, and even smell. Imagine being served the same meal every single day, one that you didn't even like. Sounds awful, right? Well, cats feel the same way. They're notoriously picky eaters, often turning up their noses at food that doesn't meet their high standards. Even when they seem to have an odd fascination with sneaking bites of things they shouldn't, that doesn't mean they'll accept just anything in their own dish. Making sure their meals are both nutritious and delicious is a simple yet powerful way to show them love. Variety is key. Rotating between several favorite flavors and textures not only keeps their meals exciting, but also stimulates their mind. A predictable meal schedule gives them security, but switching up their proteins, while sticking to options that agree with their stomach, keeps things fresh. However, one important rule: never change their diet too suddenly. Cats have sensitive digestive systems, and abrupt shifts in food can lead to upset stomachs, refusals to eat, or even long-term aversions. Slowly introducing new flavors while phasing out old ones is the best way to keep them happy and healthy. Want to take things to the next level? Homemade treats can be a great way to bond with your cat while giving them an extra nutritional boost. Plain, cooked meats like chicken, turkey, or certain fish, with no added seasonings, sauces, or oils, make for a simple and safe snack. While these treats can't replace a balanced diet, they can serve as a special reward and even help reinforce positive behaviors. The key is moderation. A few bites of a healthy snack can brighten their day, but too many can lead to weight gain. A truly happy cat is not just well-fed but also active, healthy, and full of energy. So, the next time you're filling up their bowl, remember, you're not just feeding your cat, you're nurturing their trust, strengthening your bond, and making sure they know they're loved. And if they rub against your legs, purr, or give you that "I'm totally in love with you" look after a meal, take it as the ultimate compliment. You've just won their heart, one bite at a time. Number 7. Petting rules. Cats are known for their strong opinions, and that extends far beyond their food choices. They have very specific rules about when, where, and how they like to be petted. and they're not shy about letting you know when you get it wrong. Unlike dogs, who generally welcome all forms of affection, cats are a bit more particular. They expect you to read the signs, respect their boundaries, and understand that petting is on their terms, not yours. The first rule of petting a cat: if they're not in the mood, don't push it. While it might be tempting to scoop them up for cuddles whenever you want, an uninterested or overstimulated cat will quickly let you know they do not approve. Ignoring these signals can lead to a swift escape, an irritated flick of the tail, or worse, a scratch that serves as a not-so-subtle warning. When your cat does want affection, location matters. Some areas are instant favorites, while others are strict no-touch zones. The safest spots? The head, cheeks, and chin. These areas contain scent glands, making petting feel even more enjoyable. Gently scratching under the chin or stroking their cheeks often results in happy purrs, slow blinks, and maybe even a content headbutt. On the flip side, their belly, legs, and tail are usually off-limits. A cat exposing their belly might look like an invitation, but in most cases, it's not. It's a trap. Unless your cat is one of the rare few who enjoy belly rubs, keep your hands away unless you want a swift retaliation. The key to a successful petting session is reading their body language. If they lean into your touch, keep going. If they start flicking their tail, flatten their ears, or shift away, take the hint. It's time to stop. Even if they were enjoying it a second ago, cats can become overstimulated quickly. Instead of taking it personally, respect their space. Giving them control over interactions builds trust and strengthens your bond. At the end of the day, loving a cat means understanding their boundaries. They may not always want to be smothered in affection, but when they choose to rub against you, curl up in your lap, or gently nudge you with their head, it's their way of saying, "I trust you. I love you." And in the world of cats, that's the highest compliment you can get. Number 8. Headbutts of love. When you think of a headbutt, the first thing that comes to mind is likely a jarring experience that makes you recoil, right? It sounds painful, maybe even a little aggressive. But when it comes to cats, the act of headbutting, or bunting, as it's sometimes called, is far from a display of anger. In fact, it's one of the sweetest signs of affection a cat can show. So, why do they do it? Do they have unusually tough heads? Or is there something deeper at play? The answer lies in your cat's scent glands, which are located on their head, cheeks, and chin. These glands are like built-in identity markers that allow your cat to communicate in ways you might not even realize. When your cat headbutts you, they're not trying to knock you out or show dominance. They're actually marking you with their scent, claiming you as part of their territory in the most loving way possible. It's their way of saying, "You belong to me." To a cat, scent is everything. It's how they navigate their world, distinguish between friends and foes, and establish bonds with their loved ones. So when they headbutt you, it's actually a compliment. They're marking you as a trusted and cherished member of their social group. In the wild, cats will headbutt their fellow felines to show affection and solidarity, a sign that you're not just a random human in their life, but someone they've accepted into their inner circle. What makes this gesture even more special is that it's often voluntary. Cats don't have to headbutt you, but when they choose to do so, it's because they feel safe and connected with you. So, if your cat bumps their head into your face, shoulder, or even your hand, it's not a sign of aggression. It's a token of love and trust. They want to be close to you, to mark you as their own, and they're telling you in the most intimate way they know. Now, if you happen to pull away when your cat headbutts you, they might be confused or even hurt. They could interpret it as rejection, wondering why you don't want their attention or affection. It's important to remember that for cats, these moments are just as meaningful as any snuggle session or playtime. Respecting their gestures of affection by embracing the headbutt will go a long way in strengthening the bond between you and your feline friend. So, the next time your cat gives you a little love tap with their forehead, take it as the ultimate honor. Not only are they claiming you as their own, but they're also showing you that, in their world, you're family. And in the world of cats, that's one of the highest forms of love. Number 9. Space matters. Ever had one of those days when all you want is to curl up in a quiet corner, away from the noise and chaos, just to recharge? We all need some solitude to feel our best, and cats are no exception. In fact, cats are the ultimate introverts. While they may seek out affection or attention at times, there's also a strong need for personal space and alone time. It's just how they recharge. When your cat wanders off to a quiet corner, whether it's their favorite spot on the cat tree, a cozy nook by the window, or even under the bed, they're simply retreating to their sanctuary. The area they've chosen might seem unusual to you, but to them, it's the perfect combination of comfort and tranquility. Their choice of a nap spot isn't random. It's carefully selected for quietness, warmth, and security. And, as much as you may want to disturb them for a cuddle or a pet, it's important to respect their need for downtime. Interrupting them during these moments can make your cat feel stressed or overwhelmed, which might lead to them seeking out more secluded places to rest, avoiding social interaction altogether. It might seem like they're distant or aloof, but the reality is that your cat just needs their personal space to feel secure and relaxed. If they choose to come to you for love and affection later, that's a sign of their trust and comfort with you. You're not being rejected. You're simply being respected for understanding their need for independence. Giving your cat space is an often overlooked way to show your love. When you allow them to retreat and enjoy solitude, it's a gesture of respect for their boundaries and individuality. Cats, unlike dogs, don't need constant companionship to feel loved. They value quality interactions more than quantity. By letting them come to you on their own terms, you're demonstrating trust, patience, and unconditional affection. It's a sign that you truly understand them. So, the next time your cat wanders off for a quiet nap, don't feel hurt or frustrated. Instead, feel grateful for their trust in you and their ability to recharge in peace. When they're ready for your attention, they'll let you know. In the meantime, giving them the space they crave is the best way to show that you truly care. Number 10. Safe havens. As a cat parent, you may find yourself wondering if you're doing enough to show your cat how much you care. After all, cats are known for their independence, and while they might enjoy cuddles and playtime, they also have a strong need for their personal space. If your love language is spending quality time with your feline friend, it can sometimes feel a little strange or even guilt-inducing when you leave them on their own. You might wonder, am I failing them by giving them space? Shouldn't I be spending every moment with them to show I care? Here's the thing. Leaving your cat to their own devices is not a sign of neglect. In fact, it can be an expression of love. Cats are experts at managing their time and energy, and they don't always crave constant companionship. Sometimes, the best way to show your affection is by creating environments that let them retreat when they need to. One of the most meaningful things you can do for your cat is offer a variety of safe and cozy hideaways throughout the house. This might sound counterintuitive, especially if you're used to offering snuggles as a sign of affection. However, giving your cat the option to hide and rest in peace is one of the most thoughtful and loving gestures you can make. Place beds in different locations. Perhaps a cozy spot under a table, a plush perch by the window where they can watch the world go by, or a comfy condo where they can curl up away from the bustle. A simple scrunched-up blanket on your own bed is another great spot for them to relax in, feeling the comfort of your scent even when you're not around. Hiding spots are particularly essential when your cat feels overwhelmed or stressed. Whether it's loud noises, unfamiliar guests, or just the pressures of the day, cats instinctively seek out places where they feel safe and secure. These hideaways provide a refuge where they can retreat and decompress, knowing that they're in a space that's entirely theirs. It's not about avoiding you. It's about offering them a sanctuary where they can relax until they feel ready to emerge and interact again. In a way, giving your cat these quiet, secure spaces is a form of trust and care. It shows them that you understand their need for independence, and you're creating an environment where they can feel both safe and loved. So, when you leave them to their own devices, know that you're not failing them. You're simply respecting their boundaries and giving them the space they need to thrive. In fact, sometimes a well-chosen hiding spot says more about your love for them than a hug ever could. It's a quiet expression of care that acknowledges their individual needs and comforts them in their own way. When your cat is ready to come out and share some affection, they'll do so on their terms. And that's when you'll know they truly appreciate the love you've given them.